All right, my friends, what is up? Welcome to another episode of Your Deck Live, a show where I play Your Deck live on stream.
No ads.
Catch up fights, thanks to the resub, appreciate that. And we got a fun one for you right now. We just played a sweet tower deck for Destiny side. Missed that one, to be up on YouTube. Up next, we have Abzan Hero for Ethno1337 / Ethno CSGO. Who also just subscribed. Thank you. Appreciate that. And we got a cool one here. Siege Rhino is back on the menu. Now that Next to Fate is gone and Oko's gone, Smuggler's Copter's gone. Basically just ban every card in Pioneer until Siege Rhino is good again. And we may be approaching that point. So we have a Hero of Precinct One deck here. Alright. Of course, Hero of Precinct One, 2/2 for 2. Whenever you cast a multi-card spell, get a token. Powerful card. Staple and standard, and there are a ton of really awesome multicolored cards available in Pioneer, spanning the history of the format. We get obviously Siege Rhino, we get some standard legal cards like Vraska and Othakaya, which are both great, honestly. We get old school Sorin Solemn Visitor, which can pump our team, give them all lifelink, which is obviously good with tokens from Hero. It makes tokens. I think we're a little heavy on Sorin here. I think at 3 copies it's excessive. But it's definitely a solid card in the deck. Anafenza the foremost is sorry, I can't type and talk and stand. I was trying to do it all smooth and stuff, but I'm just not smooth at all. Just no smoothness here.
Speaking of smoothness.
Yeah, Nicole's here too. Yay. Anafenza the foremost is a beater. 4/4 for 3, hard to kill, and then it just beats really hard, adds counters to things. Screws graveyard stuff. Just powerful card. Powerful card. Don't love this card. Abzan Ascendancy. We played this card in Your Deck Lives before. And I don't like this card because it's just never played at the right time. You want to play it before you play your creatures. So if they die, you get tokens. But you want to play it like after your creatures, so you get the counters on them. It does make a lot more sense in this deck than in most decks because it is very good with Hero of Precinct One. So I can buy it, but we'll see how it plays. Our 2-drop slot's a little weird. So we have 3 Voice of Resurgence, obviously a pretty powerful card. In some matchups, good against in counterspell decks. Blue-white control, probably the best deck in the format. So this card very good there. Against some decks, just a bear, but honestly that's kind of fine in our deck. We're playing ways to pump it up. We have Hero Precinct One. I like Voice a lot. We're also playing 3 copies of Grim Flayer. And I'm not really into Grim Flayer. I don't like the card that much in general, but this is a card you got to work for. I don't think playing 3 Grim Flayer is often right. You need to be working on making Grim Flayer like the deck, or the card, the theme, the things, stuff. You need to make Delirium like the main part of your deck if you're going to play it. It's still fine. It's a multicolored card. At times, it's going to be just as good as Voices if they're not playing removal. But we only have enchantments that probably aren't going to die. We have some sorceries, not that many. It's only 3. We have some instants. We have creatures. We have a few lands that go to the graveyard. The Grim Flayers are just like, they're okay. Abrupt Decay is great. Fits perfectly. I'm not a big Assassin's Trophy fan. It's just like, don't like giving them a land, don't like casting it early. Not thrilled about Assassin's Trophy, but it's obviously good. It fits the deck, makes sense. Deathrite Shaman is okay. We only have 2 Fabled Passages. It sort of plays okay with Grim Flayer if Grim Flayer hits, but Grim Flayer never hits. So that's definitely a concern. But it is some semblance of graveyard hate and reach. It's a colorless card, it's fine. 3 Thoughtseize, 2 Fatal Push. Definitely some tension here in that we can't play too many cards that are only 1 color. But Thoughtseize and Fatal Push are both very, very good, obviously. So 23 lands also, dual lands, etc., etc. Cards we're missing here. People are saying Dryad Militant in chat. If you're unfamiliar with that card, I'll bring it up for you. It's kind of like a Savannah Lion. It's a hybrid 2/1 that is a multicolor card. And if an instant or sorcery go into the graveyard, it gets exiled. It's kind of fine, honestly, because it's good against Dig Through Time, good against Gearhulk and Treasure Cruise and Phoenix, things like that. It's a little awkward, though, because you want to play it on turn 1 and then Hero on turn 2, but it's still fine later. It's not a bad card. I could buy Dryad Militant. I put this card in a few decks so far. Exile's Creeping Chill, cool. You know, as graveyard things are more prevalent, Dryad could be a possibility. I also think that Fleecemane Lion's pretty good. I think Fleecemane Lion just seems much better than Grim Flayer in this deck. I think we also are missing on Jamoka's Command. Jamoka's Command is also pretty interesting. Yes, obviously Dryad Militant makes Delirium not good, but I don't think Flayer's that good anyway. Abzan Charm's possible. Jamoka's Command is definitely good. But I think we're going to play it as is. For your deck lives, I tend to tune the deck up a little bit beforehand if I think there's any egregious issues. I don't think anything here is egregious. You know, I think we're a little heavy on Solemn. I don't like Grim Flayer, but I have no problem playing the deck as is because I don't think there are major detriments to the deck. When the deck won't function or things are wrong, I'll alter stuff. But I think for the most part, I'm reasonably okay with what's happening here. Brought in Flayer and Shaman for Once Upon a Time. Yeah, losing Once Upon a Time kind of sucks. But sideboard's got 2 Rest in Peace, which obviously don't play very well with our Grim Flayers, but it's a card. It's a fine card. 1 Ob Nixilis Reignited as an extra Planeswalker. The 4th Thoughtseize, the 3rd and 4th Fatal Push makes sense. 2 more trophies. I'm just not a trophy fan. Just not a big trophy fan. Knight of Autumn's fantastic though. I'm a big Knight of Autumn fan, especially in this deck. Don't love Needle. Don't like the card very much. However, Finality is actually pretty nice. I could see a world where you build this card into the main deck. Both sides are pretty good. Both sides are pretty good. Loxodon Smiter is just worse than Anafenza, I think. Although it's a possibility. It's a possibility. And then Tireless Tracker is fine, but does not really fit the theme with the hero. A lot of ways you can build this deck. Definitely a lot of ways we can go here. We need to decide if we want to be a little more aggressive, a little more mid-rangey. If you want to be a little more mid-rangey, cards like Finality could be in the main deck. And we could be kind of building up to a little more bigger side of things. Want to be more aggressive. We could play 4 Dryad Militant and 4 Fleecemane Lion and get more aggressive. A lot of ways you can go here. But we're going to play this deck and let it ride. See how it goes. Here on Your Deck Live, Abzan Hero. We're going to play through a league, of course. And if you want to see how you can get on Your Deck Live and be basically owning the stream for 2 to 3 hours, hop on over to my website. Did I say old website? I meant new website. JimDavisMTG.com. Pretty cool, right? All about me, so on and so forth, social media, articles, etc., etc. But more important than all is Your Deck Live. All the info is right here. How much, how to do it, how to submit, how to schedule, all right here. JimDavisMTG.com. We also got CoolStuffInc.com. #1 source for all your card shopping needs, as well as the home of my articles and videos. Video Monday, article Friday. And tomorrow's article is about 3 new brews in Pioneer in the post-Oko world. And then this Monday's video is all about Cube Drift. Doctor, new sub, what's your name? Where you from? Welcome, my friend. Yeah, and then also you can do shopping on there. Card games, board games, miniatures. CoolStuffInc.com has it all. Promo code Jim5. Check it out. CoolStuffInc.com. Yeah, there are plenty of Planeswalkers you can play for sure. I actually like Kaya a lot. Kaya's really good, and it fits the deck pretty well. That's a possibility. A lot of ways we can go with this deck. Let's battle and see how things look. Ah, yes. Good spot to start. The old Swamp Voice of Resurgence hit. Thanks, Basis. Appreciate that. I think we're going to 5. We have Fetch Land and a Deathrite Shaman, but there's all the information is on the page, but there's no restriction on format. No. Ship land. Opponent's on 7 cards. I don't think Sorin is going to be very good without a board presence. I'm going to ship a Sorin. Alright, here we go. Starting on the back foot here. on the play on 5 cards, but we'll see what we can do. Llanowar Wastes. No Thoughtseize, thankfully. Oh, a little Rhino action. Okay. Not a bad 5, not a bad 5. Let's draw Anafenza into a land. Mana Confluence. A lot with Troll. This is probably some Soulflayer stuff. Hey! Well, we did it. What will they discard in response? I like Anafenza a lot. 4/4 for 3 is already on rate. It has the ability where it adds counters to things, and it's a graveyard hate card. So, discarding Questing Beast and Samit. And Zapultra or whatever. I mean, they might just turn 3 Soulflayer us and we probably can't win, but whatever, I guess. Alright. I mean, you're up, I guess. So for those who don't know, they're playing a card called Soulflayer. It's a black 4 for a Delve card. It's a 4/4, and every single card you exile to delve it, you get all the abilities. So we're going to lose the game this turn, basically. So basically a nut draw from our opponent, unfortunately. Not too good for us. They're going to have a flying, double strike, vigilance, trample, indestructible, haste, death touch, vigilance, 4/4, which we have no way to remove from the battlefield. So no lifelink though, right? No lifelink. That's good at least. Oh, they're one. They had to discard one more card. Oh, they can't. Oh, okay. Cool. I mean, no hexproof, but it is indestructible, so nothing we have can exile it. So if they don't have a land here, we're actually in fine shape because they can't discard more cards or put more cards in the graveyard. Anguish Unmaking is a card. That's a card we could play for sure. I think I like Anguish Unmaking more than Assassin's Trophy, honestly, because exiling is pretty relevant, and I really just loathe giving my opponent a land. Gather the Pack. 5 cards. The creatures get exiled. They keep a land. So they can get us next turn with the thingy. Let's draw a land here, please. Abzan Charm plays too. I think if you want to be a more controlling version of a deck, then Abzan Charm is great. If you want to be aggressive, then no. What's up, Finn? I mean, we've drawn really well this game. We didn't just kill ourselves, did we? This is 4. It's gonna be. They're talking for 8 this turn with Vigilance. I mean, I want to kill a lot with Trolls, so you might just be dead. Attack for 7 here, and then I don't know if we can beat the Soulflayer. I think they got a pain for it twice. Don't Soulflayer me. They go to 8. Soulflayer has Death Touch, Double Strike, Flying, Haste, Indestructible, Trample, Vigilance. Not really too much we can do here, unfortunately. I mean, our hand ended up being really, really good, but it just doesn't matter. We are 1 short of killing them. 1 short. So it was a close game. We can attack. They block 1 of them. They take 4, go to 4. We Siege Rhino them. God, it sucks. I don't think we have any. I mean, we're gonna just attack and make our plays, but yeah, we'll sack something to Vraska. I don't think there's any cards to save us. Ooh, actually, we should have Vraska first. Could have drawn Sorin. And then a lifelink would have saved us. Yeah. Okay. Our top card's Sorin. I'm going to feel pretty dumb. I want to attack first before I sacrifice something. But Trophy can't kill this. They have Indestructible. It's got flying also. A lot of abilities, folks. I bought him one of my Sorins. I still have two more. I'm going to feel so dumb when I draw Sorin. Alright. Alright. We didn't draw Sorin. Alright. Obviously, that was a pretty good draw by them. I guess they turned forward the Soulflayer, but it's still pretty good. Sorin would have gave me 10 life and won us the game. We'd Sorin, gain 10, deal 5, they'd be at 3, and then Rhino kills them next turn. Yeah, so if our top card was Sorin, we would have won. It wasn't. So, alright, they have first strike. We still live, though, because we gained the 5, and the 5 is enough. So, alright, we're bringing Rest in Peace and Thoughtseize for sure. Fatal Push is, like, pretty awkward. I don't think Abrupt Decay is very good. I mean, fortunately, a lot of our cards are not very good. I mean, Finality would kill the 4/4. That is true. If we're still alive at that point. I think with the Planeswalkers, the best thing to do is to really hedge on them. I don't like having 3 and 2. Because I don't ever want to draw 2 of the same one. We're going to cut this Abzan Ascendancy, because I just think that card's very good. Oath of Kai is... It's okay, I guess. I'm going to shave... Like, there's no way the Soulflayer doesn't have Hexproof or... Indestructible. Yeah, I don't mind needling either, honestly. Like, if we turn 1 needle on the stupid troll, that does make a lot of their nut draws a lot worse. And, like, realistically, they're not going to beat us in a fair game of Magic, right? Like, our cards is much, much better than theirs. So even though it's pretty bad card disadvantage to needle a troll, I don't think it matters, honestly. We have Deathrite Shaman, too. We have a lot of tools here. Alright. I think I want the needles. I want to shave down. I don't mind Sorin because it actually helps race. I'm going to cut a Vraska. I'm just got 2 Vraskas. Actually, Vraska seems very good. 4 Thoughtseize. I don't mind the push, I think, because, again, same thing. And Finality. I guess we'll bring in Finality. I don't love it. And then let's cut. I'm just going to cut 2 decays. Let's bring in 1 push. I don't know what we're decaying that we're not pushing. Let's try this. I mean, their hand was really, really good that game. They had basically every single piece in their opener. I think Oath is fine. I think we're racing, and Oath does that. So, right now we have 3 Fatal Push and 2 Needles to answer Troll. As well as 2 Rest in Peace, 2 of the Deathrite Shaman. We have a lot of stuff, so. And 4 Thoughtseize. Yeah, we're keeping 7. Got the old Grim Flayer on the play. It might actually hit. Maybe. Maybe not. Duress? Sure. Grim Flayer, go get him, buddy. Ooh, that's pretty tempting. I guess we want to hit Soulflayer anyway. Yeah, we're going to play Grim Flayer. If they have a troll on turn 2, it's pretty annoying, but we're just going to shock. What? Ask the damn card. Auto Tapper, where art thou? If they have like the Stone Cold Nuts again, we're probably going to lose, but... no, I'm not going to update that ever. The goal of the website is to be self-sufficient. So, things like that are just probably not going to ever be updated. It's meant to be an example more than anything else. Nothing? Sweet. And we draw a hero. There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes. Alright, I guess we're just attacking. There's no point in Thoughtseizing first. They would just kill it in response. So let's just see what they do. Oh, we gotta get a hit. I guess it would inform our scry too. That's fair. I mean, we're just bidding everything here. So I'm pretty aggro with stuff like this. And then the Thoughtseize will give us Delirium. Cool. Yeah, Dion, I'm considering doing like a Hall of Fame for the Your Deck Lives. Or if we 5-0 the list, I'll like add it to like a little Hall of Fame list. But I don't know. The goal is to keep the website pretty self-sufficient. You know, it's just another thing I'll have to worry about otherwise. Alright, Thoughtseize away. Grizzly Salvage, sure. Revealing Caryatid, Murderous Rider, let's put some crap. Alright, so taking the Murderous Rider, which is pretty good. Their hand is Lot with Troll, Murderous Rider, Soulflayer, Soulflayer. It's really annoying. They currently have Sylvan Caryatid as their only creature in the graveyard with any abilities. If we take Murderous Rider, it gets Hexproof Lifelink. It's actually pretty good. Just a 4/4 Hexproof Lifelink. Oh boy. But Murderous Rider kills our stuff too. Yeah, I think we just take the Murderous Rider. Just keep our Grim Flayer alive here. When do we get to see the most metal Planeswalker? Angrath? I mean, Angrath's out of standard, so it's pretty tough. Like, trading Grim Flayer for their life-linking Hexproof Soulflayer isn't that bad. There isn't much card draw, but this is more of a good stuff color combination. You know, our cards are so good on rate that we don't even need to draw a lot of them. And again, if you wanted to be a little more mid-rangey, you could play Abzan Charm, play main deck Finality, Siege Rhino, and really kind of go up the curve like that. It's definitely a possibility. Alright, they're just playing a lot with Troll. They have 2 creatures in their hand. It's not too bad. Well, I would like to draw some spells, but... So they want to discard 2 creatures to Lot with Troll. So basically, if they drew a good creature to Soulflayer, we're probably in trouble. But I would definitely trade Grim Flayer for 2 of their Soulflayers in hand. I'm just going to attack. We'll get to trigger the Flayer anyway. Let's just voice first, I guess. See what happens. Alright, coming in. We're going to be pretty sad if they drew a good creature for Soulflayer, but there's really not a ton we can do. We can't just not do anything, so... Alright. God, alright, it's not the end of the world. They drew Sylvan Caryatid, so it is a creature, but it's not Soulflayer, so they get to kill my Grim Flayer here. But at the same time, it's also not a creature with a bunch of good abilities. So, while not ideal, this is not a great exchange for us. We get to at least hit the Grim Flayer, deal him 1, and then try and find some good cards. These are all really good cards. I think we're topping all 3 of these. Rhino's great. Solemn's great. I mean, Sorin's great. Othakaya is definitely fine. Yeah. Do I want to Oath or Solemn first? Probably. I mean, Sorin. Yeah, I think Sorin. Ah, I thought I was putting it back on top of my deck. Alright, well, Othakaya was the worst one anyway, so that's fine. I was clicking it to put it back on top of my deck. I didn't realize I was going to go to the graveyard. Whatever. That's fine. Othakaya was debatable anyway, so... Othakaya, like, might not even be good. So, Blooming Marsh tapped. Now they can play a Soulflayer. It'll have Lifelink, Hexproof, and that's it. Which is very beatable. So... No, I'm pretty sure it's Siege Rhino first. Other Sorin's good in this deck too. Like the War of Spark Sorin. Alright, so they have a Hexproof Lifelink 4/4. Not that bad. Not that bad at all. And their hand is Mana Confluence. So, we just jam the old Rhino skis. Get a token, set up for Sorin next turn. Like a plus on Sorin next turn is a huge attack. I think Fleeceman line would be great in this deck. So, my plus, and I fire in for an attack. That's not that good. They eat these 2 things. They have any interactive spell, we're in trouble. I'm going to make a token, I think, and attack next turn. We get the token and the human as the extra attackers. They're also gaining 4 too, so yeah, let's make a token and attack next turn. Party! This is until your next turn, so we're going to play this first. Sorin's templated very bizarrely. It pumps your stuff until your next turn. So the +1 lifelink will persist through their turn. We're just smashing. Let her rip. think we're in good shape here. Even if they have a spell to interact, we get a token off voice. I think we're in pretty good shape. Pretty good shape. What's up, Jones? Deck seems pretty sweet. Definitely, there's a lot of possible cards we can play. Like, a lot. And picking out what those cards should be is difficult. Don't agree with some of the choices here, but it's only our first match. We're going to see what performs and doesn't perform. We'll do our usual fix-up at the end. If folks are tuning into the stream, welcome. My name is Jim Davis. This is Your Deck Live, a show where I play Your Deck Live on stream. Pioneer Abzan Hero for Ethno1337. And deck's pretty sweet, honestly. This is a nice one. And if you like the stream, please hit that follow button. I'd love to see you follow. If you're watching on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave a comment saying something like, Siege Rhino is the bomb, or whatever. And that interaction helps me so much. It takes 10 seconds, free to do, free way to support me. Please check that out. Appreciate it. And if you want to see your deck on Your Deck Live, go to jimdavismtg.com. Alright, so they're just dead. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nope. They're playing a spell. No, they're not. Okay. What are they doing? 3, 6. Oh, I guess they gain life, right? They're just dead, though, right? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, they're dead. It's exactly 14. Exactsies. Little scoop lag. Little scoop lag. Only 39 life. Only 39 life. Yeah, just run it back. Like, if we ever draw Rest in Peace or Deathrite Shaman, we're also really happy too, so. Certainly a lot of power in this deck. A lot of raw stats. Is Needle still good in the draw? Yeah. Just play Needle on turn 1. Name Lot Withdrawal. Needle is very specific. Their deck is very specific. You know, their deck needs certain things to happen or it doesn't function. And even though Pithing Needle is not a good card, if we can stop them from functioning, we win. So, like Skews more than Deathrite in this deck. I mean, Deathrite is a multicolor card. It's a 1-drop. You know, there's an amount of weight on us to play, you know, mostly multicolored cards to make Hero good. Ooze is fine, but we already have Anafenza. We have Deathrite Shaman. Anafenza and Ooze don't play very well together, so. It's snowing. Zibby's the hamster. He likes to sleep all day. He hears me now, so he's running around. And now he's back to sleep. Pawn sideboarding. What am I going to do? Christmas cards, folks. Remember, all stream subscribers. It's only $5 a month, folks. I'll give the whole spiel. Listen, folks. It's my full-time gig. This is what I do for a living. You're watching me right now. I'm at work. Full-time gig. Produce content for CoolStuffInc.com. Stream here on Twitch. Make videos on YouTube. Write articles. Occasionally go to tournaments. Bump my great sponsors. It's my full-time gig. It's how I support my family and how I make a living. And your support makes that possible. Only $5 a month to sub to the stream. That's it. $5. It's like a cheeseburger at McDonald's or something. And what do you get when you sub? Christmas cards. We got to get in like in the next day or two. Private sub Discord. No ads on the stream. Go watch the VODs whenever you want. All the emotes. Tons of great stuff. $5 a month. Hit that button, and this hand is fantastic. This hand's got everything. Westvale Abbey is way too. You're gonna lose far too many games to Westvale Abbey. You're gonna lose a lot more games than you're gonna win with Westvale Abbey. So, if we Thoughtseize and they have double Lot Withdrawal, it's pretty gross. Yes, Amazon Prime subs are the exact same thing for me as a paid sub. So if you're an Amazon Prime user, you have a free sub you can use every month. Drop it here, folks. I kind of want to just Needle. And then next turn we can go Thoughtseize plus Deathrite Shaman. Because if we Thoughtseize them and they have 2 Lot Withdrawals, that's like the only way I really see this going super badly for us. I guess if they like Grizzly Salvage, And then we get to Thoughtseize them and Deathrite Shaman, so I want to run Needle. How do I know where to send the cards? There's a form to fill out in the Discord. Fill out that form with your address, and you're good to go. Jeskai Tower was it was sweet. Deck needed a little bit of work. We played some bad matchups. If you missed it, it'll be up on YouTube at some point. I think the rebuild was pretty nice too. So, like, I don't think we're in a huge rush. You mostly just want to shut them down. So, and now we have our Thoughtseize all rolled up too. So they have to have a really good hand here. I guess if they like Grizzly Salvage into a Grim Flayer and hit all the cards that are really good, we could be in trouble. But yeah, our Discord's awesome, as Diothar is saying in chat. Just everyone's chatting, hanging out, having a good time, talking magic, not magic. All right, pretty big brick here on their salvage, which is nice for us. Yeah, the Discord's where it's at. It's by far worth the $5 a month. It's not even close. Got over 400 people in there chatting about magic and not magic and life and spoilers and all different formats, and it's great. They took the Blood Crypt. What's the Blood Crypt for? Their hand is Gather the Pack, Lot with Troll, Soulflayer, Traverse the Uvenwald. So they have creature, instant, land. They're about to have Delirium. But we're about to Deathrite Shaman. Their hand's pretty good. It's all in the Discord, folks. It's just in the announcements section of the Discord. Get your address and it's got to be in by tomorrow. Or no Christmas cards. Christmas is canceled. Oh, they can't cast Gather and Traverse, which works out well for us. Because next turn we get the Deathrite Shaman them, or Anafenza. So I think we just take Soulflayer, and then they can't Gather and Traverse, and then we have a chance to eat whatever. Yeah, I'll just take Soulflayer. Captain Comic, yep. Also, I'm sending out a Jim Davis Goblin token with the Christmas cards, as well as a signed card. It's just a signed random card that means something to me. So you get a signed card from me, and a token, and a Christmas card. Yeah. I don't think calling my Discord less toxic than Reddit is a compliment. It's true, but faint praise, my lord. So next turn we can either Anafenza or we can voice and leave up Deathrite Shaman. Not that Shaman's doing a ton, I guess, but let's see what this guy in the pack looks like. All right. Gather the Pack hits Traverse, Zapalta, Mana Confluence, Lot with Troll. So now they have a card in their graveyard that actually matters for Soulflayer. We can just exile that with Deathrite Shaman, so that's pretty cool. Yes, they go international too. We're spending a pretty penny on these Christmas cards, so we better get in there and get involved. I ordered like 250. And then the forum kept going and going and going. I was like, oh crap, it's gonna mail them to our family and stuff too. So we had to order another load. So we're going all out this year. All right, so they kept the Zapalta. Why would they keep this? I guess they want to like try and do it all in one turn. But now I just Anafenza them, which is dope. So they do have Delirium by a lot, right? Sorceries, creatures, lands. We only have one instant actually. We know most of their hand. Thanks to the resub, Otis. Appreciate that. That's month number 2. That means you chose to come back. Thanks so much, my friend. So, their hand is Traverse, Gather, Troll, Zapalta. If we just slam Anafenza, they could still Traverse for a Soulflayer and just play it. Thibiator, resub. Both those resubs are 2 months, too. That's the most important month. You chose to come back. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. I kind of want to play Voice and leave up Deathrite Shaman. And we'll Anafenza the next turn. Because now if they cast a Traverse, we just exile their instant response. And it doesn't have Delirium anymore, which is pretty awesome, so... Ray, don't worry about it. I was just kidding. Obviously, Reddit's a cesspool, so... So they got stuff, but we are interacting pretty well. I'm sure some parts of Reddit are fine. Whatever. It's the internet. The internet's a cesspool in general. Bolo is in the tank. Traverse the Uvenwald. So, they have multiple lands. They have sorcery, creature. Only one instant, though. So we're going to pop that instant off right now. Which will drain them for 2. And leave them with a Lay of the Land. Unless they've drawn an instant, I guess. Like Fatal Push something, but... that they have, then they can't cast Flayer anyway, so... They get a forest, they play a forest, and they gather the pack again. This time they hit Lot Troll, Chromanticore, Mana Confluence, Soulflayer, Llanowar Wastes. So... they do get to get a Soulflayer here, but we get to exile the Chromanticore. And the Zapalta is still in their hand. Oh, they get 2 creatures, right? So they kept the Chromanticore. They kept Soulflayer, Chromanticore. So they have 6 cards in hand. A lot of cards. Alright, well, we get to play Anafenza, which is pretty dope. So now that we play Anafenza, the cards in their hand, like they can't really use the Chromanticore or the Zapalta anymore because they won't go to the graveyard, so... Not gonna lie, I'm a pretty big Anafenza fan. They currently have Lotless Troll, Sylvan Carriage. So it'll be a hexproof trampler. It's the best they can do. And they're gonna play a Lotless Troll. But they can't use any of the abilities on it, which is totally fine. Deathrite Shaman certainly has some utility in the format. It's obviously not the card it is in other formats, but it's not, terrible. Alright, so we're going to exile something. It's probably a creature. They have 2 Caryatids. I think removing Hexproof is not the worst, because we can't really kill a Soulflayer anyway. Exiling a spell is almost worthless. They have 1,000,000 spells, so... Hey, buddy. Can't cast that because we need to leave up Deathrite Shaman, but that's fine. I probably should have I don't know. Could have Othakaya had the Lawless Troll, but you don't really need to, suppose. Would I rather Azorius control or Esper control? Probably Azorius. Azorius control is probably one of the best decks in the Pioneer right now. They've just banned basically everything else, so... Sure. I mean, works for me. Do I want to just go upstairs with Oath of Kaya, just to kind of keep the ball rolling here? I mean, with both of these, they're effectively at 7, that is lethal. Yeah, we're just going to go upstairs with the Oath of Kaya. Might as well cast it now. Upstairs. What do I think Zibby's name for me is? It's funny, me and Nicole talk about... Alright, they have Fatal Push on Anafenza. Yeah, and I get a token. So we're still lethal next turn. Sure. I still don't know how they're getting these things in the graveyard, but sure. Me and Nicole discuss what Zibby's connection to reality is. Alright, gather the pack. And if they hit really sick here, they could hit us. They could get us. So let's just not... Let's just get a brick here. That's not a brick. They hit us a Palta. So they're going to have a 4/4 flying double strike, vigilance, trample, indestructible. But I'm pretty sure we can just burn them out. So this does not have lifelink, which is the important part. So, but yeah, me and Nicole discuss what Zibby's perception of the world is, like how much of his thought is actual thought, is just like, you know, in opposition to like just thinking basically, or just reacting to things. Like Zibby obviously knows who we are. He's obviously very comfortable with us. He sleeps in my lap. You know, he's very friendly with us. We can kind of harass him and, like, you know, mess around with him, and he never bites us or anything. So he's clearly has a level of awareness. But, like, he doesn't think, you know. So, all right. So it has double strike, flying, hexproof, indestructible, trample, vigilance. So, oh, it doesn't have haste. Ah, I misclicked. I thought it was going to the attack step, so I hit OK. But it doesn't have haste. So I missed my Deathrite Shaman activation. That sucks. Alright. Right on time. I think we actually don't want to play this now because we want to Deathrite Shaman them twice. I think we're still in great shape. We're not dying to have a Soulflayer by itself. So, I agree. Kaya, I think Kaya is very good. I think Kaya is a good card. I'm a big Kaya fan. Kaya! We're attacking for a lot next turn, so... they can traverse, but we can eat the instant in response. So they can't get a creature. They have multiple dead cards in hand, which is good. Yeah, it would be cool if we could talk to Zibby. Just ask him what he's thinking. Zibby, what are you thinking, man? You know? Hamster existentialism, yes. I mean, they are just dead, right? They can obviously do things, but if we draw a land, they're definitely dead if we have just 7 points of drain by itself. They're just casting Murderous Rider. Okay. That has lifelink. That has lifelink. Land? That also has lifelink. I think we just play Sorin and slam. We just gain a bajillion life. Yeah. Sorin seems pretty good in this deck. I don't know if you want 3 of them. 3's a lot, but... So we're taking 5 no matter what. We're gaining 15. Actually, I'm sorry, they have first strikes. We're gaining 10. And they're gaining 2 and taking 5. So they're going to 5. And we have Rhino and Deathrite. And of course, attackers next turn. I attack with Deathrite also. They can block it with the Murderous Rider. They take 3 extra damage, but they kill our Deathrite Shaman. Maybe I should attack with it. Maybe. Alright, bring it on. Take the damage from Othakaya, you're dead. Othakaya's got text. Othakaya ain't bad. Othakaya ain't bad. So much of how they're getting any life here, so... The reading Oath of Kaya pause. Soulflayer. Yeah, you're dead. Add a red. Cast Lightning Bolt. You did. Siege Rhino! Everyone loves a good Siege Rhino, right? It's so funny when cards are like the scourge of their format. Everyone hates them. But once they're not played that much anymore, everyone just loves them. Everyone loves Siege Rhino. Everyone hated Siege Rhino when it was in Standard. Just Siege Rhinos. Never. Everything was a Siege Rhino. Remember that picture? It was like a meme. It was just like every card in play was a Siege Rhino. That's what it felt like. Alright, we are 1-0, folks. I like this deck. I like it. What's up, bud?
What's up?
How you doing?
Good.
Say hi, everyone.
Hi.
What are we watching today?
Hmm?
What are we watching today?
Your deck live.
Well, that's what you're watching right now. You're watching it. I'm doing it. What are we watching later today?
You're a part of this.
The Empire Strikes Back.
The Empire Strikes Back.
And probably, if I'm lucky, Return of the Jedi.
We're going back to back, folks. We got to cram these movies in. We're watching Empire and Jedi today. That's right.
On, I think after the Jedi Returns or something.
After the
Return
Jedi.
of the Jedi, it's the Mandalorian.
Well, we're not gonna watch
Oh,
that.
you know.
That's
And
not
also,
even.
that's not even
not even done yet.
That's between 3 and 4,
Oh.
isn't it?
I have no idea. But
I don't know.
doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
All right. This hand
Daddy's gonna watch it.
kind of stinks.
Are you on the draw or play?
We're gonna play. We just draw like literally any card that costs less than 4 in our first 3 draw steps. This hand's fine.
Mandalorian is between 6
I'm
and
just
7.
gonna keep.
See, that shows you how much I know about it.
No, we don't machete order here. No, we trudged our way through the prequels, I finally admitted to John that they existed.
Is that not machete order?
For the first 8 years of John's life, he had no idea the prequels existed. Because I would not reveal that information to him because I'm not a bad person, and Nicole is a bad person. So,
but Jim, I told Jim, I go, John is a young man. He's 9 years old. He can formulate his own opinions. And you know what? He said episode 1. He always thought it was pretty good. He liked the pod racing. He didn't really care for the characters, but the pod racing part was cool. And he watched episode 2, and afterwards he was just like, that wasn't very good.
He was just like, that was really long. He didn't say it was bad. He was just like, that movie was a very long movie. Episode 2 is so bad. Oh, boy.
Yes, but... So, John watched the movie and formulated his own opinion, and he got there.
It's true.
Jim just needs to have more faith in John.
Yes.
It's pretty much what the moral of the story is. Yeah, everybody loved the pod racing when they were, 9.
Now, this is pod racing. Oh, well, would you regard the cost less than 4?
You did it.
No. But Padme, what happened to Padme? Is she alive? I felt her. All right. Yeah, we're doing a John draft for sure at some point. Probably next week we'll do a John draft. That's when we cube drafts and John makes every pick. John plays a little bit of Magic, but he's still learning, so he doesn't know any of the cards. It's really fun. So the question is, do we just play this? Like, doesn't feel good. I don't like sand. The worst line is in episode 2 when they're about to go into the Coliseum, and it's Padme and Anakin in the little car thing, and he's just like, we're gonna die. And she's like, I'm not afraid to die. I've been dying a little bit each moment since you came back into my life. And like Natalie Portman can't even get the line out with a straight face. Oh God. All right. I really don't like this card. I guess we're just playing it. Honestly. Pod racing versus casino. The casino sequence isn't great. I actually like The Last Jedi a lot. I actually have a video on YouTube where I talk about The Last Jedi, things I like, things I didn't like. I think the highs of The Last Jedi are some of the highest highs in the entire series. But the casino scene's kind of... They just never give Finn anything cool to do. They just give him all the worst lines and all the stupid things to do. Like, alright, Finn, say... No, you're gonna get it, Chrome Dome. Or whatever, say all the dumbest things. Holy crap.
Merry Christmas, Jim.
Is that a double dip? We double dipping out here? Eternal Madness. That's pretty sweet. Give me a goldfish link, though. Come on. What do you do, Eternal Madness? Alright, fill up the foreign stuff. Eternal Madness, do the bomb. Everyone. We're playing this deck twice. Alright, we're just gonna Rhino. Oh, Rogue One might even be the best Star Wars movie, just in general. Rogue One's awesome. I'm actually looking forward to watching Empire, because I want to compare it to Rogue One, because Rogue One's so good. I don't even know I don't think it matters what land we get, honestly. Just gonna Rhino. We could Sorin, actually. Well, they don't have stuff in play. Yeah, it's better. Just resolve Sorin on the empty board. Although solo is very medium. And by medium, I mean mediocre. Donald Glover was great, though. Alright, Tezzeret and the Schemer. They're revolting. That was a good draw. Okay. So let's do some stuff here. What's up?
I want to just show everyone the Advent thing I got.
John has a Star Wars Advent calendar Lego thing, so he builds a cool little ship every time. It's pretty sweet. Put it closer. Sweet.
It's a dragon.
I don't know what that makes sense in Star Wars for, but...
There's a dragon?
It's a dragon thingy.
But there's
no dragons in Star Wars.
It might be just this type of monster.
There's got to be a dragon monster that we're not thinking of.
Yeah. Or either just a spoiler.
I think this doesn't even have a head though. It's just like a thing. Maybe it's one of the things.
Maybe it has.
It's a Minoc. It's a Minoc, obviously.
Yeah.
Come on, chat.
There are crate dragons.
Oops. It's a Minoc.
What?
It's a Minoc. We're gonna see Minocs in Empire Strikes Back in like an hour. All right, they're hidden stockpiling. They're Tezzeret the Schemering.
They're schemering
What are they doing now?
against you.
Ooh. All right. I mean, that sucked, but this card did something. That was cool.
Yay!
All right, so we're gonna plus this. We'll slam on Tezzeret.
Well, you have. Do you need anything?
No.
Do you want anything? Like hot chocolate or something?
And it's the Minoc chewing on the power cables. Chewie and I'll take care of him. Nicole, do your Chewbacca voice.
I don't have a Chewbacca.
Yes, you do.
Do it. I'll do it after you.
Alright, I want to hear you do it first.
It's pretty good. It's not as good as Nicole's Chewbacca voice.
You know that you have it. I don't have a good Chewbacca voice. Jim's just trying to get me to do it.
Everyone's watching you, Nicole. Do it.
People will leave.
There it was. All right.
Go.
You're all excused now. Obviously, I'm embarrassing.
Chewie.
That's the best part. Chewie.
Yeah. Embarrassing me in front of Twitch chat.
Like
Yeah, it's awesome.
dragon's coming.
All right. Verdict again? All right. I mean, we have Delirium. No. I guess we're... Could just maybe just minus here, I guess. If this dies, we get Delirium too, so... I'm going to send this in. I mean, if they have any kill spell, they can poke my sword. I guess we'll leave this back. I mean, they're doing stuff, but like a bunch of random 1/1s. I mean, they've already wrathed us twice, and I still feel kind of fine. All right, Juggle, take it easy, all right? Tezzeret the Schemer again, all right? And once again, if you want to see my thoughts on The Last Jedi, I did a short YouTube video on it because I just felt like talk about Star Wars. I always enjoy talking Star Wars on stream. And you can just Google search Jim Davis Last Jedi, it'll come up. Phasma was a terrible character. Totally vacant. Alright, so they get 1/1s and 1/1s and 1/1s. We draw a spell here. This is the kind of the part of where I'm worried because we don't really have any card draw. So they've wrathed us twice and we don't really got much else going on, unfortunately. I think we're just attacking them and just giving up our Sorin because we can't defend it anyway, so like we're probably going to get ground out this game. Playing Aether Hub and Siphoner is interesting, but obviously doesn't jive very well with the Hero of Precinct One plan. We could just play more Planeswalkers, honestly. You know? Painful Truths? It's a card. Not a main deck card, but... Thoughtseize. Lol. Treasure Map. Vivian plays. That card's actually pretty good. I played Vivian in a different deck, and it impressed me a good amount. I mean, The good news is we have flyers. I don't think his card's very good either. It wasn't actually bad against their Wraths, but it just like, I don't know. I guess I just revealed we didn't have any spells in our hand, but... Clearly every movie has things in it that don't make a ton of sense. Like, you can't say you liked Endgame if you wanted to pick apart little things in Star Wars, because nothing in Endgame made any sense at all, you know? How does Captain America's shield bounce off things and return to his arm? Doesn't make any sense. But whatever, it's a movie, you know? There's a point where you gotta, like, suspend realism, or suspend disbelief a little bit, you know? Assassin's Trophy? I mean, we are winning the game right now. Like, they're dead in 3 turns, and they have no way to defend it, currently. We're probably going to Assassin's Trophy this treasure map, so they can't flip it. It feels pretty good. Like, I enjoyed Endgame, but it's got a lot of holes. It's got a lot of holes. We're going to trophy this now, so they can't even scry with it. All right, I mean, don't draw a relevant card. And even if we get the first hit in, put them at 2, we're also drawing a Siege Rhino and Oath of whatever. So the shield is the cause of the material and Cap's ability to read angles. Shut up. Like, come on. Like, it makes no sense. All right? Captain America's shield makes absolutely 0 sense. And I love Captain America. I love the Marvel movies. It doesn't make any sense at all. We could our Sorin too. That's not great. All right. I mean, we're almost there. They probably should be sacking their creatures and scrying more aggressively, but also, Iron Man's just a dude in a suit. If he got thrown into a wall like 60 miles an hour because Thanos threw him, he's dead. I don't care he's wearing a suit. His body could not take the impact on the inside of the suit. You know? What are you going to do? Well, Goddess Girl, but I get how it returns, but how does it bounce off 6 walls and like go ding, 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 pinballs around and it comes back to his thing, you know? It's whatever. It's just, it is what it is. You know, like... What do they draw? Here it comes. Wait, now they're going to start scrying? Why am I holding passage? I could just play it, I guess. What do they draw? Oh, they verdicted? That's dope. Alright. Ah! Siege Rhino! Lightning Helix, oh my god! So I guess some reach is kind of nice. I mean, I guess the Ascendancy won us the game. If it was a Planeswalker, it would have been better. You know, like... Who'd have liked better, Iron Man or Captain? Maybe Captain. I'm not sure, though. Might have won the game with just the token. The next card also won the game. Alright, so we're going to leave the Ascendancy in because it is good against the Wraths. We got to cut some of this removal. Like, a lot of it. I guess our decays and trophies are pretty good. Oath of Kaya is not so great. I guess we want Needle to name treasure map or the servo maker thingy. I want Thoughtseize. I want Knight of Autumn. I want Ob Nixilis Reignited. That's 61. Find is not what we want exactly, I don't think. We're honestly pretty fine against Wrath. We have Voice of Resurgence. We have Planeswalkers. I guess Deathrite Shaman seems kind of mopey. Right, but you can't stack with the stockpile and stuff. Maybe just play one Needle. I don't like Needle that much. Like, I don't know how many Assassin's trophies you want, if any. Maybe just play Trophy over Needle. They kind of just, like, made tokens. We also have these Knight of Autumns, too, which is pretty nice, so... Sure. I'll just do this. I think we're in pretty good shape here. I mean, Ascendancy was obviously fine that game. They cast 3 Wraths. But if it was just like a Planeswalker or some sort of other resilient threat, would it have been better? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it was fine that game, you know? It realistically, Ascendancy was like a Lingering Souls that took time to happen. Just like fine. Oh, this hand is... This is it. This is the curve. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Flashbacks to standard Abzan aggro. Zan, get to work. Don't be late. Thoughtseize. Yeah. Here's my hand. What card do you want? Abzan Ascendancy? Sure. Alright. So they definitely have a verdict in their hand, for sure. So there's like voice here, so they'll probably have verdict. Alright, yeah, they definitely have verdict in their hand. Okay. I mean, that's fine. Try and small ball them a little bit. They are at 16 now. We have double Siege Rhino, so... Warden to the first tree is like... it's kind of mopey. Hit my thingy, sure. Let's look at a swamp. So they get their first planes. Okay. Anafenza. Anafenza. Pioneer, that's correct. Noxious Grasp. Alright. This is interesting. You know, our read was for a Wrath. I think I have like Stroke or something here. I think I just want a Rhino. I mean, getting the Planeswalker out on the empty board is pretty nice. Let's try and Planeswalker and see what happens. If they counter us, I'm going to feel pretty dumb, but... Oh, no, no! Whew, thank God. I almost F6'd. Almost F6'd. Whew. Whew. Yeah, Pioneer isn't a great name. The Tension Sphere? Alright. Nice Knight of Autumn. Nice Knight of Autumn. Definitely a big Knight of Autumn fan of us. That card seems very, very good. Serves a number of good purposes. Quad Temple Garden. And now we just got to ride out the board here. Yeah. Wouldn't really matter, I guess. So I could play Gideon in the sideboard too. Gideon's really, really good. It's not multicolor, but Gideon on his Zendikar is one of the best possible threats in a deck like this. It's just so unbelievably good. I know, they broke up our quads. That was a good draw. What you got? A concession. Alright. This deck is nice. This deck is nice. And the good thing is I think it could be a lot better. I think we could really tune this deck up a little bit. For sure. 2-0. Let's keep going here. Here on Your Deck Live, a show where I play Your Deck Live on stream. This is Pioneer Abzan Hero for Ethno. I'm going to remind you all, the stream is brought to you by Cardboard Live. You see the deck list on the overlay right now? That's all Cardboard Live. That's right. And they're changing the way we see Magic on the internet. A lot of cool stuff coming. They're still in beta. Just awesome startup. If you're a content creator, get involved with them. Please email James. Get involved with them. Soon to be able to buy cards on stream. It's awesome. It's going to be really, really cool. So, Cardboard Live is the bomb. Also check out colaspareldesign.shop. Go get your shirts. Get your shirts. They are so... Look. I'm not just a person. I'm also a customer, too. They're so soft. They're so soft and nice. Oh, yeah. I'm going to get fired from Twitch and from everything. But yeah, super awesome stuff. Check it out. Promo code Jim10. Awesome shirts. colaspareldesign.shop. Check it out. We're going to keep. We need a green. We have double hero. And once we draw the green, our hand's insane. So... What was your joke, bro? Oh, we did it. We do have swamps to go with our Voice of Resurgence, but... Alright, blue-white control. Here's our test. Kodai, don't apologize. Good games, my friend. Happy to play against you. What's the joke, though, bro? I don't get it. We're gonna hero for sure. If we slam voice and they have to ferry, it's pretty annoying. I want to get the hero going. Like, we're gonna Godless Shrine. Like, the damage doesn't matter. I may want to play like multiple colored spells later on. I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, I get the inference. I don't really get the meaning. Like, all right, so nothing again. Well, that was a really good draw. That solves all of our problems. Let's fire first. They have Azorius Charm, Brazen Borrower, Glimmer of Genius, Jace, Architect of Thought. Jace is pretty good against hero, but thankfully our hand is really good. Our voice is really good against their entire hand, so it's pretty easy Jace, I think. And then we play take away Petty Theft, Voice of Resurgence, make a token, and then I'm more than happy to attack because we'll get a token, which is awesome. So
Merry Christmas, Jim. Jim D. Goober, Jim D. Goober.
Coming in. Well, I got the autumn thing too. I'm still not seeing the. I don't know. Autumn's great. What you gonna do? I mean, you ain't casting no spells. You get that voice in play. Cool. So voice is just like one of the best cards against them. It's wrath insurance and counterspell insurance. It's not really good in your unfair matchups, but exceedingly good in your fair matchups. I think we're pretty good in the unfair matchups, honestly. I think our ability to Thoughtseize and kill really quickly is pretty cool. So I think I like voice a lot. So they're saying go. Our trophies aren't very good. I mean, they can't like Glimmer or Brazen Bar, right? So we have this voice in play. Alright, we're just slamming. They're going to Azorius Charm my voice. I guess they can just, like, Brazen Borrower the token. That's fine, though. Christmas cards details in the Discord. Yes, go to the announcements folder. I hate the snow. It's cold, and it's wet, and it gets everywhere. So, not a bad exchange for us. I mean, we still have this Elemental in play. I honestly think we castle. And we just take 5 from the castle. So we can go Hero plus Voice next turn. Alright. Ship the damage, please. Lava Axe myself. I guess the worst case scenario is that we go Hero Precinct 1, then Voice, they counter the Voice, then Wrath us next turn. But their hand is Brazen Borrower, Glimmer of Genius, and then a card. So we're not really scared of that. Yeah, I like Voice a lot in this deck. The token plays well with the elementals too, so. Alright, there it is. What you got for me? I guess they could also Glimmer. They're going to dissolve my thing, sure. So, they scry to the bottom. So their hand is Glimmer, Brazen Borrower. Can't wait to sideboard. Get these Assassin's Trophies out of here. Blooming Marsh. I mean, I guess I don't want to play into a Wrath. And they have Brazen Borrower too. Wish that bouncy elemental. Just slash. They're going to bounce the elemental for sure, so yep. Oops. Their hand's Glimmer. It's their last card. They're all in on Glimmer of Genius. And we're just going to play our hero. If they find the Wrath, they find the Wrath. But we have the castle to rebuild anyway. And frankly, they got to find it, you know? Glimmer of Genius. Let's see what those scries do. Bottom. Love to see it. Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Sure. Give him a land, make 2 tokens. Dovin's Veto? Sure. Guess what? You're still dead. That's 8. I should guess the Anafenza first. Attack you. Dead. Dead. Love to see it. Now I get to sideboard too. Sideboarding is nice. Alright. What do we get to sideboard here? Ob Nixilis. Thoughtseize. Find Finality, probably. What do we not want? Fatal Push. I mean, Trophy's like okay. I don't love it, but it does answer the Planeswalkers. Othakaya, not too good. Night of Autumn. Could have D-Sphere. I don't really want the Needles. I think Needles is terrible, honestly. It's so hard to get good value out of Needle. I don't mind 2 Knights. It's just a threat, too. So we have 2 trophies to deal with Planeswalkers and crap. Zam, see you later, my friend. Well, I'm taking out Decay. I already have 2 Assassin's trophies. Decay only hits Multifairy and Narset. Oh, excuse me. Doesn't hit the bigger Planeswalkers. She's not very good, honestly. That's why I'm taking it out. I think Assassin's Trophy is better. I might want a 3rd Assassin's Trophy because they get like Lyra and stuff too. What makes Needle a desirable card in Legacy? It's not that desirable there either. Needle does what it does, but like it's very tough to preempt it because then your opponent can play around it. And if your opponent already plays their card, gets use off of it, and then you Needle it, it also feels bad. So yeah, they might have a few enchantments in their deck, so the Night of Autumn is pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with this. It's reasonable. Reasonable. Yeah, like the 12 post decks play Needle main decks. I just can't beat Wasteland, you know. I think the Needle's usually good when your opponent has a card you just can't beat. You have to Needle it. Like we brought a Needle for Lot Withdrawal. So it didn't matter as long as we got the Lot Withdrawal. This is the hand. I'm going to keep. I don't love it, but I'm going to keep. I'm going to dump the Assassin's Trophy. Gotta draw some lands. We're on the draw. We have a Thoughtseize and a 1-drop. Rather have Needle or Spyglass? 0. We go to 5, we're going to be a huge dog to win. Just being down 2 cards against the 1-for-1 control deck is not a good place to be. So, did it. So now we're going to hold on to this Deathrite Shaman to play post-hero. So their hand is Censor, Dissolve, Glimmer of Genius, Supreme Verdict. That's a perfect curve, folks. It's a perfect curve. Take the Censor to resolve our hero. We get Verdicted. Take Censor, we should get Verdicted. I'm gonna take the Glimmer. Let's do our best to play around the Censor and the Dissolve and the Verdict. It's not ideal, but they're keeping the Censor. Well, crap, I hit the wrong button. Alright, they have a Censor. I mean, I'm not getting censored, so I'm just going to say go here and exile their thing. We don't want to attack either, because if we get this thing as Azorius Charm, we can't win, so. Oh, they have something to do? Oh, they're Cycle, okay, sure. Getting to work. Gotta draw a land. I mean, I guess we just play hero. If they wrath us, it's fine. Again, I don't think we can attack with Deathrite Shaman, realistically. Because if they Azorius Charm it, it's just the end of the world. So... if we draw like 2 lands in a row, I think we have a chance to win this game. But yeah, getting out of Zendikar is where we want to be for sure. Why give them a 2-for-1 instead of chucking all the spells at them? I mean, if they... that was the worst case scenario. If they wrath my board here, it's fine. I'll take that exchange. We need to do something. But Jace was the literal worst card for us. It blanks everything we're doing. And forces us to walk into wrath. Like, now we just got nothing. Yeah, we can't actually make mana. We can make mana next turn, but... alright, so we just say go here. If they're comfortable just plussing, it means their hand's great already, too. Oh my god. Alright, I mean, now we can Deathrite Shaman for mana. So if we draw a land this turn, we get to play Ob Nixilis. It's not the end of the world. We're not beating both their Planeswalkers, though. They just have mana. They just have cards in it anyway, so... I don't think it really matters what we do here. I'm looking to Oblivion here. No good. Gotta play a non-creature. I'm pretty sure we sack the token if it resolves. This token is basically worthless with Jason play anyway, so... oh, draw land. Alright. Poke Hero of Dominaria. Alright, that's like not the coolest, but it's fine. Now that we've drawn a land, it's not as bad because we actually, like, we're not getting landlocked anymore. Okay. We're gonna tuck my Vraska? I don't think Vraska's that good. So we can't really play, like, too much into this Wrath, but I'm pretty fine just playing Anafenza. Trying to get to the Wrath that way.
What would you like to drink? I don't know if you...
oh, iced tea's good.
Okay.
Thanks, that's...
you are so...
chicken parm. I like to eat it. Chicken parm.
Chicken parm is pretty
Best part of my game last night was we had chicken parm for dinner, but I can't eat that much before a game. I came home victorious from my game, and I ate the biggest plate of chicken parm you've ever seen in your entire life.
It's true.
It was awesome.
It was very good. Jim made it.
I put it in the pan. Nicole made it.
And he almost did that wrong, but that's okay.
What?
Almost.
You're embarrassing me. You're embarrassing me.
Chewbacca.
Alright, yeah, it's fun. I mean, now there's lands that are good for Deathrite Shaman. It's actually kind of cool. How about planes? There's multiple lands that are good for Deathrite Shaman. Have I ever tried Paradoxalobots? That's a word. No, I have not. Yeah, this is a little depressing, but like, do we try and cast Ob Nixilis here? Probably. gonna attack Teferi with both of these. Put the counter on the. I guess this thing's an ultimate soon, but whatever. I don't know if we can actually win this game. I actually concede and go to the next game. Might be wasting time. Take that, Teferi. Alright, so they have a dissolve. I mean, I don't know what else we're doing here. We basically like force the wrath at this point. Yeah. Hands all creatures. Yeah, Mage Wrath. No, fair. Alright, we're just gonna concede and go next game. Why would you bounce that? Just Wrath. Alright, sure, whatever.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Most women don't bring you lasagna at work. They just cheat on you. It hasn't come yet. I can't say thank you if it's not here yet. Alright, so that sucked, obviously. I definitely would like some more sticky threats. Getting an Allied Zendikar being the number one for sure. But yeah, we run this back. We want some more Assassin's Trophies. I mean, killing their Planeswalkers is actually just pretty important. Let me just cut the Knight of Autumns. Let's try this. Like, if they get to sit on Jace like that forever, it just sucks. In a row? Ob Nixilis Reignited. Are there any other like sticky threats you could play? How much faith do y'all have? Typically, blue-white control decks were always good against the Abzan decks because they just won for 1 year really well. How much faith do y'all have? Keeper mulligan. These Sorins keep coming in doubles. We don't really want 2 of them. Like, mulligans suck against blue-white. I mean, the duplicate Sorin doesn't matter, because if it gets countered, we just cast another one. If we draw any spell that costs 3 or less in our first 3 draw steps, I feel pretty good. Ethno says keep. This is Ethno's deck we're keeping. Your deck live. Pioneer Abzan Hero for Ethno1337. Oh, I'd love to see a mulligan from them. Of course they don't mulligan. They never mulligan. Any spell costs less than 4. Their hand is Azorius Charm, Supreme Verdict, Glimmer of Genius. Alright, it's a pretty easy Glimmer here. They have 2 castles also, just whatever. But alright. Thoughtseize turn 3. I gotta cast it on turn 2, but they don't. If we draw a 2-drop, I want to cast it, so. We drew a land. God damn it. Alright, there's your Hallowed Fountain and your Castle Vantress. Spell. I mean, it is a spell. You play around Censor. I guess you play around Censor.
Censor.
Hero of... Oh man, chicken parm. That's a lot of chicken parm. Trying to kill me? Thanks.
On stream?
Yes, murder. A murder most foul. No cheese?
Are you kidding? There's cheese all over it.
No cheese?
There's so much cheese. It's chicken parm.
Nicole does not like the Romano cheese. She calls it stinky cheese, and I call her stinky.
It smells.
It tastes good. Who cares what it smells like?
What?
Huh? You smell? What?
That's not how it works.
Alright, I mean, we're just gonna rip here. I mean... Give me old swamp. Alright, bombs away.
You did it.
I guess we just make a creature. We might make a creature and then they wrath next
I was
turn.
gonna say they're gonna into a wrath.
But like, it's like they're only killing one card, you know.
Sure.
If I plus, it's like pretty bad against Azorius Charm and stuff. And the problem is that if they wrath, I can't make another creature the next turn. I'm gonna plus. I don't love it, but all right. Well, we got in there. Thank you. That's
You did it. You're very welcome.
all right. This is great. Now we're feeling good. Now let's just draw any spell that's not Sorin Solemn Visitor. Sure.
It's not bad. Another verdict.
Verdict, Charm, and nothing. Just castles and nothing. I think the Azorius Charm.
You think the charm over the?
I don't think Verdict matters that much.
I guess, and something you can play around
You know, like,
at one point or another. I suppose you play around the verdicts. You got 3 land.
it's fun. Pretty happy. Stop not doing anything. I'm trying to eat my chicken parm. They played Glacial Fortress. That's not one of the cards we know in their hand. That's convenient.
Well, guess what?
Very convenient. Grim Flayer. Alright, so you never want to force the Wrath if we can. So, we're going to attack and then make a token. They're at 15. They could
Seems good.
scry or make a 1/1. Sure. I mean, we know their entire hand here, and they bottom. So they have Plains, Castle, Verdict, and the card they just drew this turn.
Which nobody knew.
Right. Which they didn't do. They did not know. We do not know.
You just play another Ardenvale. You just play their Ardenvale.
Got the Verdict. This is hard to do.
I'm gonna say that's okay. We're gonna X that out.
All right.
That's how we roll. I help.
Yes.
Did you want me to cut it?
No.
Okay.
I'll not have you cut my food.
I mean, it
It's
wasn't
too-
like a.
No. I'm an adult.
It's not.
I'm an adult. Let me just slam.
Slam everything.
Slam.
I like it.
Slam it.
I mean, that's what I'm here for. That's why I'm still here, actually.
In the slammer.
In the slammer. No. Untap.
Where's my auto tapper? Give me auto tapper or give me death. Do they have the third Verdict?
No, they have Field of Ruin. What did you do? That's
I
okay.
Somehow
It's okay.
double click my turn. That's awful. So we didn't get the plus Sorin, but whatever, I guess.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's really, really annoying, but sure.
I'm more worried about the 2 points of damage and the lifelink, but that's alright. I feel like I just hold hero, though.
Yeah, we're not going to play the hero, I don't think. Azorius Charm, my Grim Flayer. Alright, now we're going to play the hero.
Yes.
So, I guess they can field me and shuffle it away. It's whatever. It's much better than them castling, so.
Yeah. Alright, plus your Sorin.
Yeah. We missed 1 point of damage and 5 lifelink. That lifelink, though.
Yeah. I have a feeling that might not matter.
I've got basics. Yes, I do. I've got basics. How about you? I do.
Yes, they have basics in their hand. It's my favorite planes.
Alright, so draw a big spell.
It's a pretty big spell.
It's a spell.
Plus your Sorin, unless you're going to make a token.
I think I want to cast Vraska first. See what they do. Double plus for lethal. I mean, they have blockers too. Like, all right, it's plus. And sack ourselves the.
If you had played hero minus Sorin, played the other
Abzan
Sorin, you'd have
Ascendancy.
lethal.
Don't ever look at chat. Come on, you know
That's
better.
too
than
many
that.
words. Anyway, their hand is something plains.
Yep, and if we resolve the Ascendancy next turn, it's pretty good wrath protection, fraud protection, fraud protection, fraud protection.
Frog.
I think we're on the same page. What is this? Sphinx's Rep for 5? Verdict. Still always Planeswalkers.
Still got all them planeswalkers.
Still had some of these Planeswalkers.
Yeah. I mean, was that just to slow you down? Like,
You're recasting it. That's what I was saying about Abzan Ascendancy not being great.
you just don't really want to cast it right now. Then doesn't do much.
Alright, there's your resolve. I mean, there's 7. That Sphinx's Rep is pretty sick. Pretty sick rips there. Cycle Sensor, you got it.
I was just thinking about this.
So yeah, the problem with what Nicole was actually saying while the mic was off and I was eating, is that the problem with Ascendancy is that it doesn't deal with tokens, and a lot of our good Planeswalker cards deal with tokens. So
Yes. Your Sorin makes tokens. Hero of Precinct One makes tokens. That's what...
like this card isn't doing anything right now, you know.
You need other cards to support it.
I think we're Brazen Borrower can block here, which is relevant. We're gonna minus Sorin. Play the Ascendancy. See what they do. And then we'll see how they react, and then maybe cast other Sorin too. They only have one verdict left, so I don't mind flooding the board. They play Settle? Usually not. There's your Brazen Bar. If they have a counter for the sword, it's pretty bad, but like, there's not really a lot we can do, honestly. Maybe I should have just played it before the thing. I was trying to like see if they would cast stuff in combat. So I missed that potential +1/+1 on my my vampire, but we hit. We hit. That's a hit. I just don't think this card or anything like it is good. They have Brazen Borrower again. Alright. Brazen Borrower is specifically good against our tokens because it can block them and bounce them. Yeah, I think we're in trouble. I think with proper tuning, we could definitely beat the control decks, but the way we're current, why would they not do anything? That's dope. All right, let it rip. I think we attacked. And it's like they're gonna block probably anyway. I don't know. No, all right. Not Teferi can't tuck, which is pretty cool. Would Rashaka Death Dealer be good in the Borders matchup? That card's not good enough. One of the things you got to realize about Pioneer is that if a card wasn't really good enough for Standard, it was only Medium and Standard, it's probably not good enough for Pioneer, which is where this card kind of falls. Alright, so they Brazen Borrower. And we draw. Big draw step. Here we go. Big fatty draw step. Anafenza. Anafenza's okay. I mean, they have the castle to block kind of indefinitely here, which is pretty bad for us. I guess trading with Borrower is like okay. What's Sorin do? -6 emblem. Beginning of each opponent's upkeep, that player sacrifices a creature. They just let Teferi die? They want to attack Sorin? I guess. Oh my god, no. How demoralizing is that? How demoralizing is that? Wow. Yeah, we need a little extra work in this matchup. We can be a nightmare for this deck if we want to be, but it would require some work. Just gain 8, draw 8. That's so sick. We just got Descended Upon the Sinful. 6 mana, exile all creatures, Delirium, make a 4/4 angel. Saw a little standard play. Okay. We're dead. I capitulate. Yeah, we can definitely win this matchup, but we can't do it with the way the deck is currently built. We gotta make some changes. For sure. Gideon Eye has Zendikar. That's one of the big ones. That's okay, though. We're 2-1. We're 2-1. We're doing good. Deck seems sweet. I want to remind everyone while we wait for our next match, check out thehexholder.com. What's that? It's a new product for Magic players. It's right here. Bam. Holds 4 decks. Holds your zibbies. Holds your playmat. Light, easy, convenient. Check it out, thehexholder.com. Promo code Jim10. 10% off your order. A great Christmas present for the Magic player in your life. Thehexholder.com. Promo code Jim10. Check that out. Uh-oh. White screen of death. Sure. Yeah. Not really about this one. Hope they got some creatures to kill. Put them all against a 6? Okay. Okay. I think Fleecebane Lion would also be very good against them, too. It has hexproof and indestructible, I think, right? When you monstrous it. Very annoying card for a blue-white deck to try and deal with. It's like, settle the wreckage that descend upon the sinful card or bust. Alright, so pretty easy push here. They mulligan and we have another kill spell, so... Nykthos Shrine to Nyx. Interesting. A little elfy action here. I got an elf. I have an elf too. Look at my elf. Policeman Lions and his mana sink too, which we're a little bit lacking in.
Lurker reporting in.
Lurker with the resub. Aloe, thanks for the resub. Appreciate that. 4 months. Lurker reporting for duty. Dwin's Elite. Alright. I mean... This is fine. You just say go, exile something, set up for Siege Rhino. That's pretty good. It's funny how this card is so good, and last Top Reaver is like not even a consideration. You know, it's a 1-2 instead of a 2-2. That's a big difference, I guess. But all right, Llanowar Elves. They're not even attacking. Could have Core Calling maybe. I guess I want to exile their... I don't know if it's better to drain them or gain. Just take their card. Siege Rhino. We're doing stuff. We're doing stuff. Any card advantage in these colors, like from like Planeswalkers or something like that? Like Planeswalker like draws cards. It doesn't cost like 10 mana. Not really, right? We'd like to keep the card flow going a little bit. Alright. Steel Leaf Champion is pretty tight for us. Get that Abrupt Decay action going. Get this, That's not bad either. Actually, we just push. We can give him the old push. That's funny. Can't cast Flayer and Decay and Fatal Push. I guess I can with Deathrite Shaman, but that's fine though. Siege Rhino. Painful Truths. Karn. I should be draining them rather than gaining life. It's close. I mean, exiling cards from my graveyard does matter with Grim Flayer and stuff, so... And we can, like, Ascendancy next turn, I guess, and just swing. We get it. Llanowar Elves. Alright, here's Nykthos. What's the big payoff? Elvish Clan Caller. Just don't have 2 of them. No. That's a shame. That is a shame. Let's exile one of our spells. Just put them in the squeeze here a little bit. I guess we're gonna Ascendancy. We have Tramplers. Just put the damage on the board. Then we're gonna attack and blow them out in combat with the Abrupt Decay. Is Witch's Vengeance a consideration for this deck? I think it's actually a really good card. but I don't know if there's decks in the format it's actually good against. Yeah, this combat's going to work out pretty well for us. Concession in 3, 2, 1. Scoop leg? No, they're going to keep going. They want to keep playing. All right. All your stuff is dead. I'll put a creature in the graveyard and a land. And we'll keep the Castle Locthwain. I don't think it really matters that much. They're just dead on board, so that's pretty cool. We definitely are lacking in some sort of like mass removal effect. I guess we have Finality, which is pretty good. I'm really kind of torn, like what side I want to go with this deck. We could be like a really aggressive Abzan aggro deck, or we could be like a more mid-rangey kind of Abzan control deck, and I kind of want to do both. I don't really know which way I want to go. Finality is definitely coming in. I would say we need to cut down the Sorin Solemn Visitor a little bit. I would say the Ascendancies are really bad. Get these pushes in here. I'm not sure about these Thoughtseize. I'm not super intrigued by them, honestly. I feel like 2. Ob Nixilis is also kind of reasonable if we're going to be a little more controlling. I think this is fine, though. It's like a pretty good amount of removal. This is a matchup where like Voice isn't very good, but I think a lot of the question is, how good is Hero of Precinct One? Is it worth changing our deck for? Because like a card like Scavenging Ooze does seem pretty good in this deck. You want to see it more mid-range, Ethno? Okay. Knight can block Steel Leaf. I mean, we have plenty of ways to kill Steel Leaf Champ. I didn't really worry about that one. But that's a keep. Bolt the Bird. We got Hero going, we got Othakaya, we got a Voice. No turn 2 Steel Leaf champions here. Super Dude. Friendly reminder that in Super Bowl 51, the Atlanta Falcons blew a 28-3 lead. That let the New England Patriots win 34-28. The Pats come back from a 20-point deficit is the largest in Super Bowl history. Boo, Patriots. Jets, 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 Jets. Okay. I think this Finality is going to end the game when we cast it. It's not going to be for a long time, but I think it's going to end the game. I went to a Jets game maybe a month ago. They actually won. They actually won by a lot. Who did they play? I don't remember who they played. I have pictures on my phone, but Marwyn the Nurturer. Well, that is a very nice Othakaya target. That is a juicy, juicy one. As much as I would love to play Anafenza here, this Marwyn the Nurturer needs to leave this universe. Wasn't the Cowboys. That wasn't the game I went to. They beat someone else. It's a very rainy day. Who did they play? Some like middling team, I think. Might have been Miami. I think it was Miami. Maybe. I don't even remember. Whatever. It was a fun game though. They scored a lot of points and they won. And it was raining. And we were like, the best seats in a football stadium are front row, upper deck. We were like 6th row. We just sat in the front row and the seats were empty and no one noticed. It was awesome. Falcons 2210. That sounds kind of right. All right, so another Oath of Kaya. I don't think I'm interested. They only have one card left. I think we just Anafenza. Nothing worth killing here. Oh, nope. The Raiders. Right, because my buddy BMO is a huge Raiders fan. That's why. It was the Raiders. That was the game. Now I remember. I can't remember anything. I'm so old and senile. It's unreal. Obviously, sitting close to the field is cool, but you can't see the game very well. Yeah, it was the Raider game. They actually won by a lot, I think. My buddy Brian used to be a Jets fan, and he just gave up on the Jets after a few years and became a Raiders fan. So it was kind of nice for the Jets to beat the Raiders. All right. We're getting there on our finality. Do we have interest in... How about the Voicer now? I guess we have... It'll make a token when it dies, obviously. We're going to have a huge Anafenza post-finality, too. They're just, like, not doing anything, though. Like, I don't even need to guess finality. Maybe we just, like, kill their Dwin's Elite and just, like... Yeah, maybe just kill stuff and try and attack them. Like, if they want to trade their entire board to kill my my Anafenza or my Hero of Precinct One, I don't really care. Party! Skull Clamp.
Woohoo, another anniversary.
15 months, Skull Clamp MTG. Thanks so much, my friend. I appreciate it. And look at that. That wins for you, Skull Clamp. We are 3-1 with Ethno1337's Pioneer Abzan Hero deck. Deck's pretty sweet. I'm looking forward to tuning it up a little bit, but it is definitely pretty sweet. Let's go for match number 5 here. I want to remind everyone, I got a giveaway going on right now. Want to win a free foil Steam Vents? I know you do. Hey, look, it's me and Nicole. Throwback Thursday. I schedule tweets. I forget my tweet. Where's the giveaway? Where's the giveaway? So many fun things I tweet all the time. Here it is. I have a new website. And to celebrate, I'm giving away a foil Steam Vents. Want to enter? Follow me on Twitter and retweet this tweet to enter. I'm going to do the drawing on Mog Monday, this coming Monday. We lost to Blue Light Control. I think with some work we can beat a control deck. We gotta think about it a little bit, but it's honestly kind of funny. I almost feel like we could board Scrappy Scrounger for that matchup. That card's so good against them. It's such a weird card to sideboard, though. Just a card that like stands out to me. Gideon Zendikar got to be in this deck somewhere, too. That card's just too good not to play. Probably like 1 or 2 in the main, then 1 or 2 in the board, too. Gideon's too good. Vraska's been like pretty medium, honestly. Sorin's been good, but we've drawn too many of them. I wouldn't even mind a mix of Sorins. I think the War of Spark Sorin's also pretty good. Don't like the Ascendancies. Don't like the Grim Flayers. Definitely want Fleece main line. Deathrite Shaman is like done some things. I don't think it's been actually good. Oh man.
Love your content, Jim. Can't wait to see you work your way through my convoluted combo deck.
Nothing I love more than working my way through a convoluted combo deck. Thank you, mid-determinist. Thanks so much, my friend. I appreciate it. Submit your stuff, please, on the official form, and we'll get you all set for your deck live. All right, so we're going to keep, and we're not going to cast our Deathrite Shaman on turn 1. Why is Ob in the sideboard? It's just like a threat versus control decks. It's not a creature. I see your Temple Garden. Fortified Village with no artwork. Herald of the Pantheon. Enchantments cost 1 less to play. If you cast an enchantment, gain 1 life. I think we still hero here. Also, the idea of oathing this feels great, and then the idea of decaying whatever enchantment they play also feels great, so... There are some good enchantment cards in this format. I mean, the Eidolon of Blossoms is really good. There's cards. Courser of Crufix is fine. Why did they play a land first? And Baffling End. Alright. So... Doom-like Giant's also a card. I don't know if they're playing black or not. They're playing Castle Ardenvale and Forest, maybe not. Alright, So our Abrupt Decay can be an instant speed 3/3 if we want it to be, for Baffling End. It sucks we can't get our card back, but... It's hard to evaluate how good this card actually is. Courser is definitely very good, but I just want to get this Grim Flayer in play for sure. So I guess we're just playing Grim Flayer and Deathrite Shaman. It's not really... We just have to play Grim Flayer because we just gotta get in the board, so... Our Knight of Autumns are going to be phenomenal. Dance of the Mance is a good card. That is true. That is a pretty cool looking Plains. Eidolons of Blossoms, also really good. Oh, they had an Eidolon in their hand? Oh my god. Alright, we're completely rocked. Game's over. So they already have another Eidolon in their hand? Yeah, we're sure to the next game. Eidolon of Blossoms is a really good Magic card. Really good Magic card. Alright, yeah, that game was not close. I mean, they seem pretty well primed to beat up on decks like ours. Just like removal and card draw, essentially. Our hand wasn't great. We do have a lot of like ways to destroy enchantments too, so... Alright, so... Let's take a look here. Knight of Autumn, slam it. Thoughtseize, slam it. Assassin's Trophy, probably slam it. Ascendancy is gone. Oath of Kaya does not kill much. That's gone. Love the Decays. Love Thoughtseize. Deathwave Shaman was pretty bad. It just hasn't been very good. I think we're a little heavy on Sorin, Solemn Visitor also. Excuse me. Definitely a question of how many Fabled Pushes we want to keep. Because they don't necessarily kill Courser or Eidolon very well. But we just have so many Knight of Autumns. It's pretty awesome. I mean, Oath hits their 2/2, but so does Push. And then Push can actually kill other things, too. I guess Oath kills the Eidolon Blossoms. It's true. But is that better than Fatal Push? I don't think so. We also have 3 Knight of Autumns, 2 Decay. I guess Decay can't hit the Eidolon, but 4 Assassin's Trophies. Like, we have Vraska, too. We have plenty of ways to kill things. Yeah, I think I like this. I think if we just draw a good hand with Thoughtseize, that will be fine. Their hand was pretty good that game. It's basically perfect, honestly. They played their 2-drop, then they played a Courser and a removal spell, then they played an Eidolon and a removal spell. So, like, doesn't get much better than that as far as their hands go, so... Leave the card back to Nature's in the format, so... This hand is not very good. We can't keep this hand. It needs to draw a land and has no pressure. Yeah, we got a mulligan this hand. Come on, not like this. Not like this. No, back to nature, not return to nature. Back to nature. It's 2 mana tranquility, instant speed. M15 looks legal to me. Alright, well, mulligan again. I mean, we have Knight of Autumn. That's pretty cool. We gotta cut 2. We gotta put 2 of these cards back. Oh my god. Maybe like Anafenza Decay. On the play, too. We can't put a land back. Not cool. Not cool at all. Yeah, Sorin is like, I think Sorin's more of a spice card than like a, you know, a primary threat kind of card. It's kind of a card you want to draw once in a while in the mid game. You know, Mana Bloom. Mana Bloom enters the battlefield with X charge counters on it. Move a charge counter of Mana Bloom, add a mana. Then you upkeep Mana Bloom has some charge counters on it. Return it to its hand. So it's just like a slow ramp spell. Okay. Thank God we drew a card that I can cast. Did not want a Knight of Autumn that. Welcome back, Anafenza. Happy to have you. Constellation triggers. Our opponents get ready for the new Theros set. Courser with Fleece Ram, sure. I mean, Knight of Autumn gets to work. Let's draw a land next turn, and then never draw a land ever again. God damn it. I mean, that does not feel good. That we gotta ramp them here, but we have to cast the Assassin's Trophy. I hate Assassin's Trophy. Alright. It's whenever it enters the battlefield, so we can wait on the Assassin's Trophy and see what happens, but mentioned building the deck without Hero. You could be like an Abzan mid-range deck, just play good cards. The Heroes have been pretty good, honestly. I kind of would rather lean towards being a more aggressive deck, I think. I don't know if the tools are there. I don't know if like Abzan Charm is like good enough. And I think being aggressive is just like a much safer thing to do. Alright, so we're going to kill the stupid Eidolon thing and give him a mana. Feels bad, man. Vanishing Light. If only we had Dramoka's Command, too. Oh boy, Dramoka's Command would be tight. Land. That's could be worse, I guess. We're getting there. We're whittling him down. Oh, Eidolon Blossoms is so good. Oh, God. This card is really good. Big draw step. I mean, they have 4 cards in hand. Oh. play Vraska and minus it, they're just going to... I guess we just have to do that, right? War into the first tree is, like, only okay. I'd rather just play a 2-drop than pump it, you know? Alright, I mean, I guess we're just putting more stuff in play. We unfortunately can't stop them from drawing a million cards. That is not on the menu, but... Their deck's cool. They are close to Siege Rhino range, but now they have Courser going, but... If we run like back-to-back Siege Rhinos here, could steal the game maybe. Sphere of Safety. I don't know how their deck ever beats a blue-white control deck in 100 million billion years, but it is definitely good at beating creature decks, that's for sure. Like, imagine playing against blue-white control, your deck's all Baffling Ends and Nyx, you know, I mean, the Rams on the board probably, but like... Alright, so that kills that. Castle Locthwain. And then the Herald gains even more life. It's maybe the end, folks. Make a 2/2, we can attack. I mean, if we plus, we can... that's a bad... I mean, trading Knight for Courser is honestly not bad. Yeah, actually, I think we can do that. Do they go to 1 here? What's up, Ursa? This deck is sweet. It needs a little work, but it's definitely sweet. We lost to blue-white control, and I mean, losing to this deck is like, sure. You know, what are we gonna do? Like, this deck ever becomes possible, I mean, becomes popular, you just play Back to Nature and they can't ever beat it, so. Oh my god. The refrigerator, you did it. Your message has been highlighted. Oh my god. Yeah, this is just a nightmare. Carnage Siren isn't even good against blue-white. They just have Wraths, like... It's okay, but... Our opponent is styling on us. Styling on us. Alright. I mean... I don't know if we can ever beat the enchantment deck. Is that a detriment to this deck? Not beating blue whites, that's bad. But not beating the enchantment deck's like... Lord Tupperware, thanks for the raid, my friend. I appreciate it. If you haven't seen Lord Tupperware's stream, check it out. Drafting Maniac over there. Alright, so we went to 3 and 2. Let's talk about this. If you're tuning in, welcome to the stream. My name is Jim Davis. We're at the tail end of a Your Deck Live. What is Your Deck Live? It's the show where the screen goes white and everyone wonders what's going on. It's a show where I play Your Deck live on stream. All the information on that's on my website, on the I Play Your Deck tab. How much it costs, what it is. Basically, you submit a deck list, and then I go through your deck. I tune it up a little bit if it needs a little bit of tuning. Play it in a league. And then afterwards, what you're about to see right now is I tune the deck up. Talk about the cards I like, cards I didn't like, and then I rebuild the deck to what I think is the optimal 75. So we have a deck here from Ethno1337. We went 3 and 2 with it. Abzan Hero. And there's definitely some things that need to go right away. Sorry, this card's not good. People love this card. I'm not sure why. There's always cards people just kind of love. They just can't get away from, but this card is not very good. That one's got to go. We're a little heavy on Sorins also. And we need to decide, basically, if we want to be a little more aggressive or a little more mid-range. I do think there's a way to build a deck where like the finalities are main and we're a little more of a mid-range deck. But I think I would rather be a little more aggressive, personally. The Grim Flayers were also pretty bad. Not very excited about those either. But Voice was great, Anafenza was great, Rhino was great, Hero was very good. Deathrite was also pretty bad. So, Decay is good. Thoughtseize and Fatal Push are great. It's hard only playing 5 of these total. So, good games, my friend. Were you the enchantment deck? You styled on us. You just styled on us. Deck sweet. Yes, Hero does trigger off of hybrid spells, but Deathrite Shaman is not good enough, I don't think. So, you talk to me, Ethno. What would you like to do? Would you like to be more aggressive or a little more mid-rangey? Fleece main line is definitely where we're at. Let's see the aggressive one. Cool. All right, so Ceratops could be very good in the board. Yes, that's a very good option. So, if you want to be more aggressive, we got to cut down all of this. I don't think Vraska is great either. Right? I didn't like the Vraska very much. Yeah, we're definitely in Fleece main line for sure. I like some amount of Sorin. I think that there's just better format of Planeswalker. I think Vraska's just gone. I think this is a pretty easy cut right now. Dryad Militant is certainly in the conversation as a 1-drop, although I'm not sure. It's a little weak. Dromoka's Command definitely is in the talks too. Fleece main line is first and foremost in the deck. No contest. Did I spell fleece wrong? Am I dumb? Am I dumb? Or I have more filters on. Fleece main line, where art thou? I have teamer filters on. That's why. Who was that? Gilly, 4-month resale. Welcome back, my friend. Fleece main line is a Watchwolf, 3/3 for 2. That's Monstrosity. With Monstrous, it has Hexproof and Indestructible. Very, very good against blue-eye control. I want the 4th voice also. And then, definitely interested in Dromoka's Command. Not a lot of them, but a few. I didn't love Assassin's Trophy. It's not a card I like that much. I don't know, actually. Command's pretty bad against the control decks. Maybe we run like a Miser's copy. Okay. Oath of Kaya. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. But we want more Planeswalkers for sure. I want at least 1, if not 2, Allies Zendikar. That's a card I want to have in the board in pretty high numbers. And then I think I want to go to 1 Sorin. And then I think I want one of the other Sorin too. The War of a Spark Sorin with the passive where you gain life. And then the ability to return creatures. I mean, returning a Siege Rhino is awesome. Returning Fleece main line is awesome. So, I think I like this as our top end. Just 6 4-drops. Oath of Kaya is a tough one. Like, our Mool Speed right now is like 2 Oath of Kaya, 2 Decay, 2 Trophy. Oath of Kaya is certainly not bad. It was pretty good. The life gain is kind of cool. A little bit of reach with Siege Rhino kind of tags up nicely. It's obviously multicolored. It wasn't bad. I'm not sure if these Dryad Militants are good enough. They're certainly good against blue-white control. They're good. They're just like really good against some decks and not great against others. But I guess the decks that they're not good against are other creature decks. We should already be pretty good there. Actually, yeah, I'm having second thoughts with Dromoka's Command. I think Dromoka's Command might actually not be that good. Because Dromoka's Command is really good in decks that don't have access to good removal, but we do. So, I just don't know if it's worth, if it's better. Is Dromoka's Command actively better than Oath of Kaya or Abrupt Decay? Maybe. You know? Are there any 3-drops we're missing? Any good 3-drops we're missing? Yeah, like the Militant's never bad for sure. It's definitely never bad. Like Loxodon Smiter it's okay. Kaya the Planeswalker, I do like that card a lot. That's more of a sideboard card. Abzan Charm is not for this deck. That's for if the deck was going to be the more controlling version with like Finality and stuff. Any other Planeswalkers we can play? I guess I don't need to type Planeswalker. I can just search for Planeswalkers. Black, white, green. I think we were mostly looking for more sticky threats. We were a little soft to Verdict at times, and I didn't really like that. I mean, Kaya is the only gold planeswalker. Gideon Blackblade's a little hard to cast. It's not a multicolored card. It's fine. Honestly, a card we can consider for the sideboard. It's not actually great against blue-white control because they can just Azorius Charm it. But, okay. Yeah, nothing really too exciting here. Oh, Anguish Unmaking was on the table too. That's actually kind of reasonable. Question is, how good is Anguished Unmaking? Is it worth the issue or trouble? We're in Planeswalker mode. Just waiting for it to show up. 3 life is a lot. 3 life is a lot. And Loxodon Spider is definitely just a worse copy of Anafenza. But obviously you can't play that many Anafenzas, so there's, some duality there a little bit. Right now we're at 61. I would say 23 lands feels fine to me. I don't think Knight of Autumn main is good now. It's just not good enough. If it was a 4/4, sure, obviously, but a 4/3 I still think is good enough as a base. I mean, I don't mind mixing up the removal spells, having like 1 Jamoga's Command, 1 Anguished Unmaking, 1 Assassin's Trophy, because I think it's good to have a variety of things like that. I kind of want the 3rd push a little bit, or even in the 4th Thoughtseize. Because, like, I just want to make sure that we're not bad against control decks. That's my main concern. So I can like the 4th Thoughtseize. Maybe we just don't want Unmaking. I can cut Trophy. Yeah, I don't think much Revoke's Command. I don't think it's very good. So 2 Oath of Kaya. And Drag Mangler's not good enough. Yeah, so we have 4 Thoughtseize, 2 push. So our only bad cards against control are like the 2 pushes, and it's mostly it. I mean, Oath of Kaya can still kill Planeswalkers. Decay can still kill Planeswalkers. Same with Trophy. So I think I'm pretty happy with this in the main deck. You could also play like that Ward in the first tree, but that card's kind of really mana intensive. So now we have a little more flood insurance with our voice. I mean our Fleece Main Lions, which is nice. Gideon's just so good, taking over a game. We have 2 Sorin, so we have 4 Planeswalkers that are all pretty good. I'm pretty happy with all of that. I'm not 100% sold on Oath of Kaya, but it is a pretty good card. And then the reach between that and Siege Rhino is also kind of cool. So I think I'm pretty cool with this. And the mana base is fine, I think. I didn't like Fabled Passage that much, because now we're not playing Grim Flayer anymore. The fast lands are really good, though. We can add a 3rd Courtyard, and playing all of the duels. 3 basics is fine. I mean, Castle Locthwain is really good, but it's pretty hard to play. I mean, it's just the 4th Blooming Marsh. All the lands tapping for black is good for Thoughtseize, obviously. Could not play a Swamp also, because we have Voice and Fleece Main Line, which is pretty awkward. Don't ever want to draw the Swamp with your Fleece Main Lines. We have Castle Locthwain, too. The Castle might be too much. It is so good, but it might be too much. I think cutting the Swamp is actually fine. Let's cut the Swamp and add... I mean, now we only have 8 Swamps for Castle. The Castle's just too greedy, I think. Yeah, the Castle's just too greedy. Let's just play all 8 fast lands. All 8 fast lands is a little awkward with our 4 drops, but it's just the best mana. It's just the best mana we can have. So we have 8 black sources on turn 1. Perfect. And then obviously we have more than that of the Militant. This card's very easy to cast. Every land in our deck casts this card. So, did I cut a land by accident? How many lands are we at before? It was 23. It's gotta be 23, right? guess it's just Swamp. We could play like, nah. Could play like a Llanowar Wastes. I remove Swamp and Castle. Alright. I think leaving the Swamp is fine. We're not keeping many 2-landers anyway, so it's the only black land. We know they got fielded a few times, so I think that's fine. Okay, so I think that's our main deck. And then sideboard. Don't like Ob Nixilis. I love the idea of Ob Nixilis. I love the idea of Ob Nixilis, and then it's a non-creature threat against control decks. Kind of mid-range threat too, but I just don't think it's very good. There's just better cards, I think. I like Rest in Peace, especially now that the Grim Flayers are gone. The remaining Fatal Pushes are good. The extra Assassin's Trophies I'm not thrilled about. I might just want one of those as a catch-all. Love Knight of Autumn, hate Pithing Needle. I like Divine Finality a lot, actually. The third Gideon I like, and I just want a lot of sticky threats. So what are some sticky threats we can play against a control deck? I like Kaya just in general. I think the card's just good. Against any deck with 1-mana creatures, it's just really good. It's good at graveyards. It can be a threat. Renegade Rallier with no fetch lands is not very good. Tithe Taker's not bad against blue-eye control, but... Oh, you wanted the Ceratops, right? Definitely want Ceratops. That'll be our anti-blue-eye control card. Mistcutter Hydra is okay, but I think Ceratops is just a lot better. And then, I don't think we need a card like Languish. I think Finality does that job pretty well. But Languish kills most of our stuff. You know, Finality at least will keep the Fleecemane Lion in play. Or the Anafenza in play. Couple Ceratops. I would like a little more for like a red aggro deck. Ashiok's not great. Ceratops definitely dies to Wrath, but we can obviously try and have that be our post-Wrath play. Our Thoughtseizes. Campbell's okay. I don't really know what it's good at. Like, there's no Storm deck in I guess there is a Storm deck. There's like the Lotus Field deck. Finale of Devastation. What card is that? Devout Decree for red. I mean, I think that red should be pretty good. We are a Siege Rhino, Oath of Gaia deck, you know. Scavenging is fine. Midnight Reaper is okay. Just slam a Ceratops. They can't really touch Ceratops without Wrath, right? Sin Collector's not bad, but the problem is a lot of the cards that are good are Planeswalkers at this point, so Sin Collector's just a lot worse than it used to be. I think I'm pretty happy with 3 Ceratops. We have, against Blue Eye Control, we're bringing in like extra Planeswalkers, Ceratops. I think playing a Duress is also reasonable too, but we're definitely heavy on 4s, but it's a control matchup. The game's going to go long anyway. Ceratops is almost a 5-drop anyway, so Finale of Eternity, Finale of Devastation. Maybe you want either one of those cards. So I think this is where I would be with the next version of this deck. Deck seems really good against other creature decks, and as you saw, we just mushed the Elves player. Now we have a much more game against control, which is important. I think we're pretty good at mid-range battles. Again, I think it's possible to build this deck in a manner where we are more controlling. Maybe like Abzan Charm, maybe top off on Elspeth, things like that. But I guess Tolsimer is a good card against the red decks, right? Thoughts on Hero and Pioneer in general? It was pretty good, honestly. It was pretty good. But yeah, this is where I would go. Why do you want a third Rest in Peace? I don't think there's that many graveyard decks in the format, honestly. So, and Knight of Autumn's great. It's also a card that's mono red too. So, but this is where I would be. So Ethno, big thanks for the donation. Appreciate that very, very much. Again, if you want to see your deck on Your Deck Live, please go to jimdavismtg.com. Check that out. Ethno, any final questions? Please ask them in chat. Be happy to help. But that's it for me today. So all you YouTube folks, please, if you want to support me, it takes 10 seconds. Sub to the channel, like the video, and leave a comment talking about how awesome Siege Rhino is. That's all you gotta do. It takes 10 seconds. Free. Easy to do. And if you're watching on stream, please make sure you follow. Follow me on Twitter as well. Don't forget that I'm doing a giveaway on Twitter right now for a foil Steam Vents. All the info is on my Twitter. But YouTube folks, I love you. Have a good one.